Hey, this is Bunny Turd. This is a quick little tutorial on stage 19 of Soul Cross. I'll try to keep this quick and short, right? And then I'll splice in a recording of how to complete it. So first of all, I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to start this and show you what we're dealing with. Stage 1 is the hardest. So essentially we're dealing with Mariska, 2 Taras, Sathalia, and Stultus. The passive between Taras and Mariska is what the problem, what makes it so hard to deal with, right? So if you touch, you have to kill Mariska, and yet if you touch her, Tara hits you really hard back, right? So here's how we deal with it. Basically, we have 3 CC champions and 2 nukers. Each of these CC champions have their roles to play. The first, Steel Skull should be the fastest, and what he does is puts up increased defense. That makes everybody tankier, makes all the nukers hit harder because these are defensive nukers, right? So he puts it up. Then the job of Rockbreaker is to provoke, and that way they're not able to use any of their main abilities, and they're just going to be hitting Rockbreaker most of the time. And Rockbreaker is built in Bolster and also Frostbite, and so he's tanky and it's not going to die. All right, so he puts it up. Then the next thing that needs to happen is that you need to do AoE defense down. That makes all the champions weaker and makes it easy to kill by Morak. There is a possibility that the decreased defense will not land because she's negative affinity, but most of the time it's gonna work. There it is. And it's nice to put Fodbor in 4-piece stone skin set. That way the retaliation doesn't do anything to him, basically. And also the reflect, Stultus, you can't put increased defense on Stultus. He reflects it back. So because he was in stone skin, it did not reflect back, basically. So this is a setup before your nukers goes to town. The 2 nukers are, for the job is Morak. Morak has 2 nuking abilities, A2 and A3. I built one in stun set and the other one in lethal savage, and both of them are slightly slower than Mariska. Mariska, it is at 236, so one of them is like 233, one of them is 230. So after they do all their things, they hit Rockbreaker. Rockbreaker has cruelty, so gets to decrease their defense a little bit. Just makes it a little bit easier. It's not necessary, but it does help with the run. Then this is where the RNG comes into play. It's not that bad. You may have to try a couple times for it to work, but let me show you. So once the defense down is debuff is up, with your first Morak, you can use A3 or A2. There are 2 ways to kill Mariska. The goal is to kill Mariska before you kill Sathalia. Right? If you kill both of them at the same time, it's not good, because Sathalia will just get revived, and then it's hard to kill her that way. So the goal is just to kill, use ally attack on Mariska, and if that brings in Morag, then you're set, basically, because most likely Mariska will die. All right, so this is the key right here. Oh, not quite. Let's see if it'll still work. All right. So I don't think Morag joined the attack on that one. It's a random ally attack, so it depends on who comes in and join the fight. You can use AoE right here. That's pretty good. So that worked out pretty good, because what you don't want is You don't want Satale to die actually. Until Marishka dies. Alright. So now what we can do is, I actually want to kind of take it kind of slow because you want her A2 ability to come back if at all possible, right? So right now we're just trying to slowly kill. Tara's pretty tanky, so we're trying to cycle the provoke back. Ooh, getting dangerous. I mean, we can easily kill them, but the issue is that you want these abilities to be back. What's the important one? Yeah, actually we can use this right here. Alright, then we're off to stage 2 with most of our abilities back. Important ones, defense up, AoE provoke. Ooh, that one didn't work, but that's okay. We should be able to. These champions are actually fairly weak, especially if once you get the defense down, up. And let's see, so AoE attack, there. One more nuke, a lot of them should die. And they're provoked anyway, so. The two, what's it called? Basatha, I think is what they're called, are super tanky. But we have ways of dealing with it. So forward bars, A2 is a very good ability against these two. So we want to save it actually, because they're going to try to put up some buff and he can seal them if needed. So we're just going to slowly work them down. Usually the way it works is that you want to focus on one of them. Otherwise, yeah, because yeah, they do that. So right now, I'm going to try to steal some of this stuff back. Oh, failed. This run's going to just take a little bit longer. Ooh, don't die, don't die. All right, provoke, please. There we go. Okay, we can heal now. All right, so they do have a decent amount of health. Turn, yeah, we can put this up. I was hoping to save that for the next rotation. But provoke is, you can use it at this stage because you're not going to need it for the next stage. For stage 3, you don't need it. Let's see. Don't think we can kill her, but stunned. Turn. It's a lot of work. It's pretty relatively safe, but just kind of a pain in the butt. He really wants to kill that fod boar. Heal again. You don't want to kill him too quickly either, because you do want fod boar's A3 ability to cycle back. So getting our abilities back. Is a piece of cake. But it's still nice. So slowly worked at it. We're getting all our abilities back. So there we go. All right. So this is the easy one. Defense up. We're not going to put up provoke anyway, because what's this guy? Jing Wang is, his passive basically prevents you from doing any of that. It's actually not good to do. To try to stun or anything like that, you'll just cause them to put up block debuff. But you can put decrease defense. Okay. So is there one that's weaker? Yeah. So after the first nuke with A2, the second nuker you can come in then with A3 instead, because he is gonna, in fact, you can probably come in and take out Harima. Actually, Harima is a little bit weaker. She dies and you get an extra turn. So that's the trick. At this point, anytime they touch you, Morak will counter attack because of the her passive. And that's how you beat the stage. So just put on auto. All right, so once again, just a quick review. Increased defense, it's got to be faster than 236. AoE provoke, got to be faster than 236. AoE decreased defense, also ideally faster than 236. 2 nukers. In terms of sets, 2 of the CC champions should be in bolster. That really provides a lot of protection to your champions. So the ones that I pick are Steel Skull and Rock Breakers are both in bolster set. So 4-piece bolster set. Rock Breaker has also Frostbite, just 2-piece Frostbite. It is not required. It just if it happens to freeze any champion that hits them, it makes the run a little bit easier. Steel Skull basically is in bolster. All right, and Fod boar is the interesting one. So I happen to have 2 accessory, 2 pieces of stone skin accessory for him. So I was able to put him in both a stun set and also 4-piece stone skin. And the stone skin is what's the more essential one of the two. All right, and all of the CC champion, including the actually the nukers as well, because the nukers are providing AOE. No, the nukers are not. Sorry, my mistake. So all the CC champions need to have their accuracy at 350 or so for the debuffs to land. The nukers just got to be a little bit tanky, but they are defense based nukers anyway, so they're naturally more tanky than your average nuker, right? Then that's about it. Good luck. Now here's another run at normal speed. So it's the repeat of the previous one. Same idea. So Thalia is actually frozen in this one. Makes it a little bit easier, but it's not necessary. Now this time Morak did get brought in for the allied attack, so that killed Marishka really easily. So anyway, toward the end, there's going to be a recap of all the champion and their stats. So you can fast forward to the very end after the battle is over, if you like. All right. Good luck beating stage 19. Bye.